Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome back to SK Technologies. So in this video, we will try to our application from the external. Okay, from outside of the cluster, we will try to our application which is running inside the Kubernetes cluster. Okay, so here very simple things, guys. You just go and change the type of the service. Okay, to NodePort. That's it. Okay, so both NodePort and load balancers are using for the external access, okay, which are making us uh, helping us to access our application from outside of the cluster. But NodePort means so only within that node. So in your cluster, so definitely your Kubernetes cluster, let's see your master node. Okay, and definitely you have the worker nodes, right? And inside the worker nodes only we are deploying our applications, isn't it? So this is your pod, and inside your pod container. Okay, but sometimes if you delete, sorry, if you delete any object, so you, cluster will create it, right? Kubernetes will create it, right? But the node port means, so the node port means, so this is the np node port. If you are setting up this node port, so within this worker node, if our application running within this worker node means, then only people are accessing the application. So we cannot predict it, right? So something happened to your pod, then scheduler what it will do, the scheduler suggested to create the pod in this node. Okay, in case if you, if it is created in this node means, then it won't be accessible. Then your external user, okay, so this guy, so people are cannot access. So if it is mapped to np means, if you are using the NodePort service means, the service, the application whenever running inside this worker node, then only they can access. So this is the big drawback of the NodePort. Anyhow, in the real time nobody using this NodePort. Okay, but test purpose only. And currently I am having only one worker node, so that's the reason I am explaining this. Okay, so it's very simple, guys. You can go and take the entire thing. Okay, so let me create one more file called service2.yml. Okay, so simply you can change the type, rest everything same, guys. So node port, n and p should be capital. Okay, save this. So here svc2yml. Okay, I'm creating second file with the node port. Save this. Now you can go and I will use the same svc, guys. Okay, so we'll override the same svc, kubectl apply -f svc2yml. Okay, done. svc2 configured, so it means updated. Now what I will do, kubectl get svc, the same ip only, but here if you observe, so it is exposing our application services via this port. See, this is node port. Okay, say np port. This is the np port. Now how you need to access your application means, so let me write the url. So this is done, okay, so this is done. We already done in the previous session. So node port. So how do you access application? Okay, so which is running with the np service. Okay, so url is http http:// okay, anyhow definitely service ip only, np service IP, okay, but NP port. Here, don't use the application port, don't use the container port, don't use the part port. If you use, it won't be accessing. So, node port service port you need to use. Okay. So, what is the port here? http://. So, yeah, my bad, guys. I'm really sorry. Here, worker node port, worker node IP. I'm really sorry. Worker node IP you need to use. Okay. So, worker node IP. What is the worker node IP? You can take from the console. So, this is my worker node IP. You can take public IP because public we want to access it from external, right? So, this one. Then node port IP. What is the node port IP? This one, 3287. So randomly your Kubernetes will assign this port. If you want, you can give the port also. The range of the port is 30,000 to 32,000. Okay. Now you can go and take this IP, guys. Then access. Let me try to access this. It won't be accessing. Can anyone find out the reason? Can anyone guess the reason? So I am trying to access public IP colon the port number, right? So it won't be accessing. But inside, if you go and check, your services are running. kubectl get port. See, services are running, but still you are unable to access. The reason behind this, you have to enable this port. Okay, so enable this from where? From security groups. That is what our EC2, right? Restricting the external accesses. See, edit inbound rules, add rule, enable this port. Okay, so save this, then it should be running. Refresh this. See, now I am able to access from outside. Even if you want, you can try. Okay, even if you want at this moment, you can try. But anyhow, I will shut down my missions later. You won't be accessing, but you can give a try, guys, in this way. That's it. See, now I'm able to access from outside, from this browser, and let me open another browser. Even I can open from my mobile also. Okay. So from my mobile device also I can able to access my Kubernetes. See my application. See, this is my Jenkins. Okay. That's it, guys. So this is the way. So you have to access your application from external with help of the node port. So this is also done. So the drawback, the main big drawback of this NodePort means whenever your application services are running inside that specific node, then only it will be accessing. That we cannot, that is not in our hand, right? That is in the Kubernetes hand. So Kubernetes knows if you suddenly deleted your pod, let me delete my pod. So in my case, okay, so see, in my case, I'm having only one node. Definitely, it should be creating in the same node only. There is no other option. There is no option to create on the different node because I'm having only one node, single worker node. So let me delete pod name. What is the pod name? This one. Okay. So even after deleting also, anyhow, we are accessing with the node IP and NP port, isn't it? So doesn't matter where it is working. I mean which IP on which IP it is running. Doesn't matter. Anyhow, let's just try. So just now created. Let me verify. kubectl get port. Okay. Now can go and let me copy this URL only. See, even after deleting also, I'm able to access. It means after recreating of the pod, I'm able to access with the same IP, same port. That's it. Okay. That's it, guys. So this is the way to access your application from outside with implementation of the service node port type. Okay. Thank you, guys.